So I am the founder of the PMF Academy, and my goal is actually to build the world's most elite business accelerator for everybody, right? I was lucky enough to be a founder early on. I've had a couple of exits, and I was a coach for Google for Startups for several years. And that was great, but out of the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that really wanted to be entrepreneurs, a handful were selected and a handful were assisted. So I wanted to build something that anybody could use. So that's where the PMF Academy started. And we started with community groups, with kids in the neighborhood, just really helping them go from idea to product to market. And some even to scale, which is pretty exciting. So I wanted to give you an idea of how easy it is for somebody who doesn't even know how to use AI or video to create something that's really, really high quality. And again, just take imagination and put it into words, into video, into images. And in this example, I prompted my 17-year-old son, who doesn't do video, doesn't really do AI. And I said, can you do a little video that shows Coca-Cola and a girl who's doing her homework and is thinking of Selena. So in an hour, he created this from scratch. So again, it's about removing barriers, whether again it's text, whether it's images, whether it's ideas. And let me show you a little bit more about why this is important, right? Creators are powerful, you're all creators, but we're also unprotected, right? So, I wanted to make sure that as we're reshaping it, you also have that support beyond, hey, can you write me an email? Or, hey, can you do this presentation for me? So the PMF Academy actually has agents that, can work like IP attorneys. I actually submitted my first patent for pre-conscious AI, and I used it building my own agents. I have business model advisors, go-to-market experts, drinking my own Kool-Aid, doing everything with my own tools. And one of the things that was really exciting is that when I was coaching a lot of these startups, they would, in our one-on-ones, they say, hey, I'm doing this new thing and it's awesome. And it kind of really wasn't. I was like, where did you get this? Oh, I heard about it on LinkedIn. It's like, oh, that's not right. And then another one would come in, oh, we're trying this new thing and it's really awesome. But it wasn't, right? And I was like, where'd you hear about it? Oh, I heard this sheet on, LinkedIn. So I was like, I'm gonna, get on LinkedIn. And so I was, spend all these hours trying to, give awesome information on LinkedIn. And basically had to beg a couple of people to give me some likes. No one cared. No one looked at it. I was like, God, this is awful. So I actually decided to use one of my agents. I had built an agent that builds content, images, posts, all that good stuff. And in about 90 days, I went from begging for a couple of likes to I'm in the top 4% in the world on LinkedIn. Again, based on just, the quality of the output, right? It's not just generic output, making sure that, the quality is there. So as we're looking at a lot of these different things, it's really about what's in my way, right? Can I do patents? Can I negotiate contracts? Thank you, Coca-Cola. I partner with an ATL rapper on doing music, right? There is no barrier because, now you have, all of the information in the world and, learning to put these things together. So, the initial video that you saw, we have an agent called the video guy, and he helps you go through and create the best reference images and prompts and all that good stuff. So, let me give you a little taste. I'm not sure how much time I have, so I'm going to try to rush through this. But I wanted to thank, and actually he's here in the audience, one of my early partners is Coca-Cola. And, they really challenged me. They wanted to make sure everything was, really actually doing what I said it was doing. So after they were able to, put me to the fire and test that out, we actually launched in Europe with the ESDP, European Supplier Diversity Program. And the agents actually work in several languages. So one of the really powerful things about this is that irrespective of your language and how you're interacting with the agent, it actually adapts to your language, right? We had people in the UK saying, wow, it actually speaks English, and people in different places. And we really built this engine because a lot of the kids that we were training early on speak Spanglish, right? And as soon as they start speaking Spanglish, all the language models start hallucinating, right? They're like, don't do this to me. So we had to figure out how to actually get multiple languages working. And, now as we're moving forward, there's different languages like military, right? Military is language. There's neurodivergence, right? The agents understand if there's something that's similar to ADHD and they start presenting the information in a way that that person is best going to assimilate it. So there's a lot of like little cool stuff, nuance that's going on. And, it's kind of hard to show it on the text, windows. So that's why the voice thing was so exciting for me, because it's a lot easier to kind of feel it when you hear it. So yes, not a tool. Creative Launchpad, really just whatever comes to mind, you can build it and test it and make it better. But as I mentioned, we go through that. And the SOC 2 compliant thing is awesome, because for any enterprise, that's the first thing that is the barrier. Are you SOC compliant? So that was really, really a big one. But we started with Junie. He's a youth business builder, and talks to kids in their language, not corny, but people just, one thing that I really is exciting to me is kind of a qualitative indicator is I always get like, I love Junie, I love Nina, I love Charlie. It's like they enjoy actually working with them. So that was exciting for me. But it's kind of a snapshot of how it works. There's 3 agents that the user works with. There's Junie for, young people or aspiring entrepreneurs. And then there's Nina and Future. Future was the first agent I built to help me, right? I wanted somebody who knew what I knew, but didn't get as tired as I do. And now he's way smarter than me. But, and then, entrepreneurship's emotional. So, Nina is, essentially a PhD in mental health and, really understands how to work through challenges that enterprises face. Then we have, kind of the tactical, the CMOs, the CFOs, all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited. Early on, Coca-Cola really believed in the project and, helped us get it out there. We're now partners with the ATDC of Georgia Tech. And, that program is working out really, really well. European Supplier Diversity Group. We just launched with the NVBDC, that for National Veterans Association for certification. They're able to go through and speak in their language. And actually that's now going to go global as well for veterans across the world. And we actually started with the Latin American Association. So again, a lot of local kids, local parents, just trying to do business. And SEMI and DC. I've done some work with Halcyon as well. So that's the PMF Academy in a nutshell. But really, it's just, let's go from idea, or need, challenge, and really go through that world-class output. And that process is now called pre-conscious AI, patent pending, all that good stuff. But I like to think of them as teammates. I know, agents and agency and all of that is really good, but what I really like is that, and as you'll see in a minute, they're working with you, right? They're there helping you, nudging you, challenging you, making sure that they're not just giving you stuff, they're actually giving you what you need to get to where you want to get. So, not replacing people, we really want to make people unstoppable. When I go into some demos, I'm going to use my phone. So this was actually one of the first voice demos we did. And one of the things about voice, you can only use very few tokens until tomorrow, right? Or maybe today. And that was a really big challenge for me because, as you might imagine, you want to build world-class business partners. It takes a lot of tokens, right? They need to know a lot, and there's a lot of nuance behind it. And then all of a sudden, voice comes in, and I have to shrink that down by 75%. Like, how do I do that? So one of the first challenges I got was that people don't love call centers. No, nobody especially loves IVRs, right? Just throw your phone against the wall. So I had this, somebody challenged, like, can you actually make this better? We want to make sure that people at least use the call center as opposed to, just be irate. So this is Eva, and she's going to help me book a flight. I hope. Hello?
Hi, I'm Eva, your personal AI travel assistant. How can I help you?
Hi, Eva. I'm actually out here in South Carolina, but I need to fly to Dallas, and I'm kind of in between Atlanta and I don't even know what the airport is here in South Carolina. Can you help me?
Of course. I've got you. Let's find the closest airport. Are you near Charleston, Columbia, or Greenville?
I'm in Greenville, but I am going back to Atlanta tonight, so Atlanta actually might be good.
Got it. Atlanta sounds like a good starting point. Where are you headed in Dallas?
Downtown.
Downtown Dallas. Perfect. What dates are you planning to travel?
I'm going tomorrow. Halloween.
Thanks for letting me know. So that's October 31st, correct?
Yep, that's it.
Got it. You're flying from Atlanta to Dallas on October 31st. What about your return date?
Just be there a couple of days, maybe the 2nd.
Understood. Coming back on November 2nd. How many passengers will be traveling?
It's just me.
Got it. One passenger. What matters most to you? Lowest price, most convenient times, or the most comfortable flight?
Well, I like comfort, but don't have a lot of cash, but I also need to make it.
I hear you. You're looking for a balance of comfort, affordability, and making it on time. Let me find the best options for you.
What do you think?
It's calling the tool, going to the API.
Here's what
Oops, sorry.
No problem at all. Let me show you a few flight options that balance comfort and price from Atlanta to Dallas on October 31st, returning November 2nd. Here we go. First, the lowest price option, Frontier, $89 round trip, nonstop, but bag fees are extra. Next, a better value, Southwest, $156 round trip, nonstop with 2 checked bags included. Finally, the premium option, Delta, $198 round trip, nonstop, extra legroom, and all the amenities included.
Wow, that $96 is hard to pass up, but Isn't Southwest also kind of a budget airline?
Yes, Southwest is budget friendly, but they include 2 free checked bags, which can really save you money if you're bringing luggage. It's a great middle ground between price and comfort.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, wait. My friend Fernando says he wants to go now, but he only speaks Spanish. Can you tell him what the flight is?
Claro, con mucho gusto le explico en español. Fernando, el vuelo más recomendable es con Southwest. Cuesta $156, es directo y te incluye 2 maletas gratis.
Oh, he's sold. Yeah, he's coming. He's coming. So it's 2 of us now.
Great, 2 passengers now. Let me adjust the options for both of you. The Frontier option would be about $178 total, plus any bag fees. Southwest stays at $156 per person, so $312 total, and that still includes 2 free checked bags each. Delta would come to around $396 total, with extra legroom and all amenities.
Okay, let's go ahead and do Delta if you can lock that in. Yeah, let's do that.
Perfect. I'll get that locked in for 2 passengers on Delta. Let's confirm your full names to finalize the booking.
Yep, that's Alfredo Narez and Fernando Hernandez.
Got it. 2 passengers, Alfredo Juarez and Fernando Hernandez.
Close,
Now,
it's Narez.
thank you for that. Let me confirm. 2 passengers, Alfredo Juarez and Fernando Hernandez.
Narez, N-A-R-E-Z.
Thank you for that. So that's Alfredo Narez, spelled N-A-R-E-Z, and Fernando Hernandez. Let's confirm the email address for your booking.
Yep, that's Alfredo at six.com.
Let me confirm I got that right. Alfredo at six.com. Is that correct?
That's correct. Thank you.
Perfect. I'm sending your confirmation to Alfredo at m1six.com right now. You'll
Perfect.
receive the...
Thank you. Just one quick question. Are you familiar with Dallas at all? I want to make sure I take Fernando to a steak dinner. I guess you don't go to Dallas without eating steak.
Absolutely. Dallas is known for its amazing steakhouses. You'll have plenty of fantastic options. Now I'll finish up your booking.
Thank you.
I'm sending your confirmation to Alfredo at m1six.com right now. You'll receive...
Thank you. So that's voice. Thank you, guys.